Song of the Avatar, Chapter 17, Faith. Krishna, what does it mean to have faith? Faith is that which you hold in your heart, Arjuna. Faith is everything that you believe in and is the filter through which you perceive the world. Your faith shapes the way that you respond to life. Your faith reflects everything that you've ever been. Plus, it's a foreshadowing of everything that you will be in the future. Faith inspires you to act in a way that expresses your values. Your faith is shown by how you spend your time, by where you put your energy, and by how you live your life. Long story short, you are your faith, Arjuna. Krishna, you've talked a lot about the gunas. How are they linked to faith? The sattvic person will put their faith in the form of their divine ideal, whatever that might be. A person with a lot of rajas will put their faith in wealth and power, while the tamasic person will put their faith in spirits and ghosts. For sattva, self-sacrifice is an act of worship. Recognizing the divine spirit within others, they serve divine spirit by putting others first. Rajas and tamas will both tend to worship personal desire to such an extent that they will torment their bodies. One form of this torment is the ritual of smoking. This worship of tobacco is a double torment, for nicotine addiction craves the relief of more nicotine, whereby the mouth, throat, and lungs are tormented by the inhalation of nicotine-laden smoke. The drinking of alcohol is another example of tormenting worship. It's a ritual of controlled poisoning that easily gets out of control. The worship of eating will also torment the body through digestive tract problems, as well as the burden of extra weight. One moment on the lips, forever on the hips. The kind of food you like, Arjuna, is an expression of your faith. Sattva likes fresh fruit, vegetables, and whole grains that bring strength and vitality to the body. Rajas likes their food salty, sour, spicy, or hot. Tamas doesn't care whether or not their food is stale or overcooked. Convenience is more important than taste. Faith is also shown by the level of self-sacrifice one makes in order to serve others. Sattva enthusiastically sacrifices time, energy, and talent in order to be of service to those in need. If Rajas makes a sacrifice, it will ultimately serve to benefit Rajas in some way. Tamas isn't at all concerned with sacrifice. You talk a lot about the gunas, Krishna, but why are they so important? Because they can show how a person might change, Arjuna. The tamasic person doesn't have to stay depressed or lethargic forever. They might be introduced to the spiritual path through a hatha yoga class, for example. A well-trained yoga instructor can help them to improve their self-image, and might even introduce them to the practice of meditation. Tamas begins to evolve into rajas. If the energy of rajas can be redirected toward unselfish giving, rajas will transform into sattva. Are you familiar with the phrase Om Tat Sat, Arjuna? I've heard it used by the priests in their rituals. What does it mean? Om, of course, is the eternal reality, and Tat means that. That what? That which can't be fully understood by the human mind. Tat is that which can't be described in words. It also stands for the eternal reality. What about Sat? Sat represents changeless, infinite goodness. Self-sacrifice, self-discipline, and unselfish giving are manifestations of Sat. The opposite of Sat is Asat, which manifests as selfishness, negativity, and resentment. If negative thoughts are the basis of all one's actions, those actions will not benefit anyone. But if all of one's actions come from goodness, without desire for reward, thanks, or recognition, those actions will be beneficial to the entire world. In the words of the 19th century poet and philosopher Albert Pike, what we have done for ourselves dies with us. What we have done for others and the world remains and is immortal. Om Tat Sat. Namaste.